Hey, did you know there's someone out there who's completely changed the way we see classical music? Like, genuinely flipped it on its head. We're talking about full-on performances where people are up on their feet, dancing in the aisles, waving little flags, singing along, and even crying. And no, this isn't a pop concert or some high-energy DJ set, it's classical music. Sounds a bit unbelievable, right? But it's 100% true. And the man behind it all is André Rieu. Maybe you've heard the name before. Maybe you've seen a clip of his on YouTube, or caught a glimpse of him on TV late at night. Or maybe you've got that one friend who just lights up when they talk about his concerts. However you first heard of him, there's something about André that just sticks with people. He's known all over the world as the Waltz King. And honestly, once you see him perform, it makes total sense. He's not just a musician, he's a showman, an entertainer, and somehow, a bit of a magician too. There's this joyful magic he brings to the stage. He doesn't just play the violin, he makes it speak, laugh, cry, and sing. He leads an entire orchestra, tells little jokes between songs, makes the audience giggle, and keeps things lighthearted and fun. He interacts with fans in a way that feels personal, even when there are thousands watching. Now here's where it gets even better. You don't have to travel to Europe. You don't have to save up for months to get front row seats. You don't even have to leave your town. Because this year, André Rieu's 2025 concert is coming straight to Bournemouth. But here's the twist, it's coming to your local cinema. Yep, that's right. His legendary concert, filmed live in all its glory, is being screened at selected cinemas worldwide, and Bournemouth made the cut. So instead of packing bags, booking hotels, and flying overseas, all you have to do is book a ticket, grab a snack, and find your seat at the theater. Easy, right? And let me tell you, it's not just a concert on a screen. It's a full-on experience. The kind that stays with you long after the credits roll. If you've ever wished you could see one of André's concerts but figured it was out of reach, too far, too expensive, too much planning, this is your moment. You get the grand concert atmosphere, the emotion, the excitement, the music, and yes, even the dancing, all without leaving Bournemouth. So how exactly does a cinema concert work? It's a fair question, and you're definitely not the only one wondering. It starts with the main event, filmed live in Maastricht, which is Rieu's hometown in the Netherlands. That place has become something of a musical mecca. Each year, he returns to perform there, and every single time, it's magical. The venue is outdoors, surrounded by beautiful historic buildings, glowing lights, flowers, and a sea of devoted fans. Picture fairy tale charm meets electric festival vibes. It's honestly breathtaking. The team behind the scenes captures every bit of that magic using top-of-the-line video and sound equipment. We're talking multiple camera angles, crystal clear visuals, and surround sound that makes it feel like you're sitting right in the center of it all. They even film special moments backstage, funny bloopers, heartwarming crowd shots, and intimate behind-the-scenes glimpses that you'd never see if you were just watching a regular concert video. It's immersive, it's dynamic, and it pulls you in like you're really there. And the music? Oh wow, the music. This isn't just a classical playlist with a few waltzes thrown in. It's a journey. One moment you're hearing a sweeping orchestral piece that feels like it's from another era. The next, you're smiling at a cheeky folk tune or humming along to a famous movie soundtrack. André's concerts blend so many genres together, it's like he's hand-picking the most emotional and beautiful pieces of music from all over the world and serving them to you in one unforgettable night. There's something in there for everyone, whether you're into classical, opera, cinematic scores, or just music that makes you feel something deep in your chest. And there's almost always a song or two that catches you off guard. You might laugh, or cry, or just close your eyes and soak it all in. And yeah, it's absolutely normal to tear up during one of those heartfelt ballads. Happens all the time. Now, here's a fun detail, even in the cinema, people dance. Seriously. That's how contagious the energy is. You think, no way I'm dancing in a movie theater, and then boom, 5 songs in, your feet start tapping, you're clapping along, and next thing you know, someone next to you is on their feet and you're following right behind. It's spontaneous, joyful, and somehow exactly what André Rieu wants you to do. Let go. Feel the music. Enjoy the moment. So, how do you get involved? It's really straightforward. The concert screening is set to happen at selected cinemas worldwide, and the one in Bournemouth is part of that. Just look up the date, grab your tickets either online or at the cinema counter, and you're in. But just a heads up, these events are popular. Like, really popular. So if you're planning to go, try not to wait too long to get your seats. Once the word gets out, tickets tend to disappear pretty quickly. Still thinking about it? Let me give you a few helpful tips to make your experience even better. First, don't wait too long to book your ticket. I know I already said it, but it's worth repeating. It's genuinely disappointing when you finally decide to go and the best seats, or all seats, are gone. Second, bring some tissues. And I don't mean that in a cheesy way. There are moments during the concert that are just so moving, so unexpectedly touching, they catch you right in the heart. I've seen grown adults wiping away tears during songs they didn't even know they loved. It's that powerful. Third, dress comfy, but add a little flair. You don't have to go formal, but a little sparkle or something fun really adds to the vibe. You'll see other fans doing the same, maybe a little glitter, a colorful scarf, something that says, hey, I'm here for something special. And if you're bringing along someone who's not into classical music, don't worry about it. This might be the moment they become a fan. I've heard so many stories of people saying, I didn't think I'd enjoy it, only to end up clapping the loudest and watching YouTube clips of André all night afterward. His concerts are so full of charm, laughter, and real emotion, they're hard to resist. You know what else is amazing? The fans. André Rieu fans are some of the most joyful, welcoming, and passionate people you'll meet. Some of them travel far and wide to see him live. Others make a yearly tradition out of the cinema screenings. They bring signs, wear themed outfits, and sing along proudly. Being in a room full of people who are just genuinely happy to be there. That kind of energy is contagious. Even if you walk in thinking, I'm just here for the music, you'll likely walk out with a smile you didn't expect, maybe even a new favorite song, and a memory that lingers. That's the beauty of it. There's a quote I once heard from a fan that really stuck with me. They said, you don't attend an André Rieu concert. You become a part of it. And honestly, the more you think about it, the more it rings true in every sense. It's not just about sitting in a seat and watching a performance. It's about being swept into this whirlwind of emotion, beauty, and connection that stays with you long after the final note fades away. Imagine yourself in that moment. You walk into the venue, maybe it's under the stars in Maastricht, or maybe it's in the soft glow of your local cinema in Bournemouth. You take your seat, and there's this warm hum of anticipation in the air. People around you are chatting softly, smiling, maybe even wearing a little sparkle just to mark the occasion. There's an energy in the room that feels different, like everyone's tuned into the same joyful frequency. Then the music begins. André Rieu steps onto the stage with his iconic violin in hand, and suddenly, everything else melts away. The day-to-day worries, the noise, the rush, they all fade as that first note hits. And here's the beautiful part, it's not just the music you're listening to. It's the way the music moves people, connects people. You're watching faces light up. You're seeing couples nudge each other during a favorite song. You're witnessing strangers smile at one another over shared melodies. You become more than just an observer. You become part of a moment that everyone in the room is experiencing together. André doesn't just perform, he communicates. Through his music, through his expressions, even through the little stories he shares between songs. There's this warmth he radiates, this genuine joy in what he's doing. And that joy is infectious. It spreads through the orchestra, through the crowd, through you. It's like being invited into someone's living room where everyone's welcome, no matter who they are or where they're from. It doesn't matter if you're a die-hard classical fan or just came along out of curiosity, when you're there, you're included. The audience becomes part of the rhythm. Clapping, swaying, even softly singing along. During a waltz, you might spot someone closing their eyes, letting the notes carry them somewhere far away. During a lively folk tune, you might hear laughter bubbling up from a row a few seats down. And during those truly emotional pieces, songs that carry heartache, hope, love, you might notice someone quietly wiping away a tear. You don't even need to know the person next to you to feel connected. The music becomes this invisible thread that links everyone in the room. And then there's the spontaneous moments. Someone stands up to dance. A child starts clapping in rhythm. The entire audience laughs together at a little joke André makes. Those aren't rehearsed. Those aren't planned. They're real. And they're only possible because everyone there is engaged, not just with what's happening on stage, but with each other. That's the kind of shared magic that turns a concert into a memory. Even in a cinema, that feeling doesn't go away. In fact, it often feels more intimate. You're sitting shoulder to shoulder with people who chose to be there for the same reason. Maybe it's their first time. Maybe it's their 10th. But everyone's watching the same screen, hearing the same music, and feeling those same little goosebumps at the same time. And when you look around and see someone smiling just like you are, you realize, you're all part of this together. That's what makes André Rieu concerts so unique. It's not a passive experience. It's not a performance you just watch and leave behind. It's something you feel, something you step into. You sing when the crowd sings. You cheer when a solo ends. You laugh when someone on stage makes a goofy face or starts dancing mid-song. And when the music swells during a beloved classic, your heart swells with it. It's a full body, full soul kind of feeling. So when that fan said, "You become a part of it," they really nailed it. Because what André Rieu offers isn't just entertainment. It's connection. It's belonging. And in today's world, where we often feel disconnected or caught up in our own bubbles, that kind of shared joy is something really special. It reminds you that music isn't just notes on a page. It's a bridge. It's a language we all understand, even when we don't speak the same words. And when the concert ends, and you walk back out into the night air, or into the quiet streets of Bournemouth, that feeling doesn't just switch off. You carry it with you. The melodies replay in your head. The smiles of strangers feel like friends. And the memory of that one shared moment becomes something you'll hold on to for a long, long time. Because once you've been part of it, truly part of it, you never forget it. So if you've been on the fence, if you've ever watched a clip online and thought, that looks kind of amazing, or if you've never even heard of André Rieu until now but you're curious, this is your chance. This is the kind of event you go to just for fun and end up remembering for a long, long time. It's not just music. It's an escape, a celebration, a little pocket of happiness in a busy world. Now before you go, I'd love to know, have you ever been to one of these screenings before? Or maybe you've seen him live. What moment really hit you the hardest? Was it a particular song? A funny moment? Or just that feeling of being surrounded by people who love music as much as you do? Leave your story in the comments. I'd love to read them, and you never know, your story might be the reason someone else decides to go for the first time. And hey, if you're curious about how André Rieu went from local musician to global phenomenon, selling out stadiums, packing cinemas, and becoming a household name across continents, check out our other video. It dives deep into his incredible journey, and it's packed with cool facts and surprising moments. If you enjoyed this video and you're excited for the concert, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss future updates, and maybe share it with a friend who could use a little musical magic in their life right now. So, one last reminder, André Rieu's 2025 concert. Coming to Bournemouth. Not in a giant arena. Not behind a screen on your phone. But in your local cinema. Big screen. Big sound. Big feelings. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll probably be humming that waltz tune on the way home. And who knows, you just might find yourself dancing in the aisle. See you there.